Hello everyone. In this video, we are going to learn about the evaluation of exponential and logarithmic limits. So in order to do the evaluation of such limits, we have to remember some things. That is, limit x tends to 0, a power x minus 1 by x is equal to ln a, that is log a to the base e. In a similar way, limit x tends to 0, e power x minus 1 by x is equal to 1. This we can get from this when we substitute a is equal to e. Then we get log e to the base e, which is equal to 1. And next, for logarithmic limits, we have to remember that limit x tends to 0, ln 1 plus x by x is equal to 1. This you have to remember very clearly that the base should be always e, because sometimes there is a chance that they may confuse you while asking questions by giving here the base as 10. So you have to be careful for this. Okay, we can derive these expressions, but there is no need of the derivation now. So you please remember all these expressions clearly and don't forget about these bases and the conditions. Let us see some questions so that you will get some clear understanding of how to use these expressions. The first one is limit x tends to 0, 2 power x minus 1 by square root of 1 plus x minus 1. So how to solve this problem? First, while seeing this question, if we substitute x is equal to 0, we simply get 0 by 0 form. And we have seen in the previous sections that whenever we find square roots in the numerator or denominator or both, we have to use rationalization. Did you remember? So here we are going to do the same for the denominator first. So we get limit x tends to 0, 2 power x minus 1 by square root of 1 plus x minus 1 into square root of 1 plus x plus 1 by square root of 1 plus x plus 1. So if we solve this further, we get limit x tends to 0, 2 power x minus 1 by x into square root of 1 plus x plus 1. So from the algebraic properties of limits, if we split this, we get limit x tends to 0, 2 power x minus 1 by x into limit x tends to 0, square root of 1 plus x plus 1. So this one, if we directly substitute, we get 1 plus 0, 1 plus 1. So we get this as 2. And if we substitute 0 here, we get 0 by 0 form. But we have seen how to evaluate such exponential limits. So this value is ln 2. So finally, we get the answer as 2 ln 2. Now let us go to the next question. The question is limit x tends to 0, 10 power x minus 2 power x minus 5 power x plus 1 by x tan x. Oh, if we see the question, it looks quite complicated. But we have the formulas in our hand, so let us solve this quickly. So here, if we observe first, the first step after substitution, we get it as 0 by 0 form. Okay, now let's see. We can write 10 as 2 into 5. So if we expand this expression, limit x tends to 0, 5 power x into 2 power x minus 2 power x minus 5 power x plus 1 by x tan x. So if we take further, it becomes limit x tends to 0. In this, if we take 2 power x common, we get 5 power x minus 1 and again 5 power x minus 1 by x tan x. Now if we split further, we get limit x tends to 0, 2 power x minus 1 into 5 power x minus 1 by x tan x. So how to evaluate this? We have from the previous formula which we see, limit x tends to 0, a power x minus 1 by x is nothing but ln a. So here this expression becomes ln 2. Now how to solve these both? We have seen in the evaluation of trigonometric limits that limit x tends to 0, tan x by x is also equal to 1. So here simply we multiply by x and divide by x. So this 5 power x minus 1 by x becomes ln 2 and this becomes 1 again. So by the algebraic properties of limits, we get this as ln 2 into ln 5 into 1. So easily solved, right? So now I am giving you a question to solve which is similar to this question. So the question is limit x tends to 0, 64 power x minus 16 power x minus 4 power x plus 1 by 1 minus cos x. Now let us see how to solve the limits of the form limit x tends to a f of x power g of x. Now let us see how to solve the limits when this form goes to indeterminate form which we have seen in the previous session, like 0 power 0, infinity power 0 and 1 power infinity. So let's go. If the function f of x power g of x is of the form 0 power 0 or infinity power 0, first we have to assume that limit x tends to a f of x power g of x as some L. Now in the next step we have to apply logarithm for both LHS and RHS. So it becomes log L to the base e and log limit x tends to a f of x power g of x to the base e. So if we expand it further and we take g of x before, we get limit x tends to a g of x into log of f of x to the base e. So in this way you have to solve the question if they are of the form 0 power 0 or infinity power 0. Now let us see what happens when f of x power g of x is of the form 1 power infinity, which is also an indeterminate form. So here we have to solve like limit x tends to a f of x power g of x is equal to L. In the similar way, if we apply logarithm and expand further, we can get the limit as e power limit x tends to a f of x minus 1 into g of x. The derivation is not necessary, so you can remember this clearly. And don't forget, this is most important. So, if we solve in this way, we can find some simple limits as limit x tends to 0, 1 plus x whole power 1 by x is equal to e. This we can remember, right? And in a similar way, we get limit x tends to infinity, 1 plus 1 by x whole power x is also e. Because if x tends to infinity, 1 by x tends to 0. Let us solve some questions now. First one, limit x tends to 0, 1 plus x power cosecant x. So to know in which form this is, the first step we have to do is direct substitution. If we substitute x is equal to 0, in the denominator, in the power 1 plus x we get 1, and cosecant x is nothing but 1 by sin x. So it becomes 1 by 0 and goes to infinity. So we find that this expression is of the form 1 power infinity. And we have the formula in our hand. So let's apply it simply. So we get it as e power limit x tends to 0 f of x minus 1. So 1 plus x minus 1, which is nothing but simply x into g of x. So cosecant x. Here if we see, we get limit x tends to 0 x by sin x. And we already know how to evaluate this trigonometric limit. This is nothing but 1. So the answer is simply E. Let's go to the next one. Limit x tends to 0 a power x plus b power x plus c power x by 3 whole power 2 by x. If we substitute first, we get a power 0 plus b power 0 plus c power 0, which is nothing but 3. So 3 by 3 is 1 and 2 by 0 is infinity. So this is of the form 1 power infinity. So we further write this as the limit L is equal to e power limit x tends to 0 a power x plus b power x plus c power x by 3 minus 1 into 2 by x. So we can write this as e power limit x tends to 0 a power x plus b power x plus c power x minus 3 by 3 into 2 by x. So if we take 2 by 3 as common, we get 2 by 3 into limit x tends to 0, and if we write 3 as 1 plus 1 plus 1, we can write this expression as a power x minus 1 by x plus b power x minus 1 by x plus c power x minus 1 by x. And we already know how to evaluate these exponential limits. This becomes ln a, this becomes ln b, and this becomes ln c. So by the algebraic properties of limits, if we add all three, we get e power 2 by 3 ln abc. So we get e power log abc whole power 2 by 3 to the base e, and we know from the properties of logarithms that this is equal to abc whole power 2 by 3. Before ending this session, I would like to discuss with you one of the question from the evaluation of logarithmic limits. And the question is, limit x tends to e ln x minus 1 by x minus e. So let us try how to solve this question. So first, we can write this as limit x tends to e ln x minus ln e by x minus e. So this turns out to be limit x tends to e ln x by e by x minus e. So how to evaluate this? We already know the formula for limit x tends to 0 ln 1 plus x by x is equal to 1. So first, let us try solving it by adding and subtracting 1. So this turns out to be limit x tends to e ln 1 plus x by e minus 1 by, if we take e as common, we get x by e minus 1. So according to the question, x tends to e. That means x by e tends to 1. So x by e minus 1 tends to 0. If we take this as k, simply we can write this limit k tends to 0 ln 1 plus k by e into k. So by the algebraic properties of limits, this turns out to be 1 by e times limit k tends to 0 ln 1 plus k by k, which is equal to 1 by e. Thank you.